back
with another
with a little fun. We've actually got some wine, some Costco cake. Happy Mother's Day, honeys.
and our little jammies.
Yep.
They're not matching, they're a bit different.
Well, I got mine.
Yours are Victoria's Secret.
Aye, mine's are Vicky S.
Leah got mine for my birthday.
Yeah, monogrammed, honey. None but the best for the best, homies. Let's see where I'm a mum. I want this just to be my life.
This will be us. Our Wayne's will go to bed and what I'm getting the wine out, get the cake out.
Oh,
Great.
amazing.
I'm so excited. Not really.
No.
Just mean like to do our own
Just
thing.
like when we've got our flats and being like, right, be round the now.
Aye.
That's exciting.
Not that like it's any different from what we do now. We do
No,
that
it's not.
anyway.
I know we do it already. Today's video is a little Q&A slash assumptions.
Aye.
We've put out questions on our Instagram, like Insta stories, and some people sent in assumptions and some people sent in like just questions like
We did.
to ask, so we've got note of them. Some of them are funny.
Some of them I was like, oh.
Aye, you don't know if I want to answer that.
But we'll see. We did really say like,
We'll answer it, make it juicy.
nothing's, you can have a bit of my cake.
I know.
Look at that, you guys.
My mum's Mother's Day cake.
Oh.
It's very... Cheers.
Mmm.
Good, isn't it?
That's really good. I need to make sure by because I annoyed myself by playing with my hair so much in the last one.
I know.
I think it's just a bad habit.
It is.
Like,
I'm the exact same, Cara.
I'm
I do it all the time.
I'm moving, I'm like,
I think, see, because my hair needs cut, I feel like it's just hanging, so I keep like...
I keep trying to bounce it out, and for some reason this wee bit always wants to go. Why are we having some cake?
Some cake and wine. We are celebrating.
I was like, what's she going to say?
We're celebrating 200 subscribers.
That might seem like a little thing to people.
This is a big thing for us. Like,
Jeez.
we really thought that we would start making videos and like it would be like us and our mums watching. We did not think that like people would really take to them that quick, and it's been so nice seeing everybody watching and like commenting on our videos, and it means the absolute world to us both. So,
People are really loving them, so like, I don't think people realise how much effort
it goes into a video. It's so much, because you have to get ready to film, and then when you're filming, like we edit about 2 hours worth of like footage
because we talk rubbish.
Because we talk so much shite all the time.
So
editing them, you need to make thumbnails, you need to write your descriptions, you need to like post about it on social media, and it's just, we love it so much, so it's nice to see that people are actually enjoying it.
And I feel like people would be like, well, you've made the decision to do that. Aye, we're not saying we don't enjoy it,
we
just
love
saying
it. It's just like we put a lot of effort in because we don't want to put videos out that we wouldn't watch ourselves, that we think are stupid.
Aye.
Basically.
So like when we just get that back, it's like, right, a lot of work.
Great. It's worth the work because
nice.
people enjoy it. Like,
so we're proud of ourselves for getting 200 followers.
Subscribe you.
And we've decided we're going to do a giveaway.
We are doing a giveaway. What we're giving away,
We don't know yet.
honey, we don't know.
Do you know what we've done? We've discussed with loads of ideas, with good ideas. But we need to remember,
not everyone stays in Coatbridge, so like ideas that we thought like that's amazing won't suit everybody that like watches our videos. So
we'll see. It won't be soon.
It'll be like within the next month, I would say.
Aye.
Within the next month.
We'll just finalise it first.
Aye. We want it to be perfect. We don't want it to be shite.
No. We just thought it'd be a bit of fun.
Do you know, and we thank you to everyone that's been watching.
It's the YouTube experience.
Yeah, honey.
You know,
get to know.
We're getting in amongst it. Basically, we're going to celebrate our 202 subscribers, but somebody unsubscribed.
You know who you are. I don't know who you are, but I'll find out.
Rude. Oh, you're actually hit my plate out of my hand.
They sat on it. So one of the questions we got is, how did you two meet? Just started watching and love you both. Thank you so much. Aww. That means the world to the two of us.
Oh, I love it. You're both like, you're so weird.
I don't know. Love it. Love you, honey.
Humbled by it.
Aye. Humble queenies. So we met in high school. We met in first year at high school.
Aye.
We were in the same friend group.
Yeah. There's no big story.
There's no literally. We just met at school. Like there's nothing that interesting.
But we just think it's the weirdest thing because Leah lives at the back of me.
We literally live a street apart. So it's
how,
a match made in heaven.
How we never. But no, it was like mutual friends that we kind of then became like we got to know each other.
Yeah.
But it wasn't till about.
We were about 16, 17.
And
we'll be 25 this year, so we've been best friends for a long time.
That's going strong, guys, you know.
We can relate to like the fact that we did kind of meet each other in our late teens because it's hard being a girl and going through friendship groups and it's not easy. Like girls are a different breeds, especially at that age. Like
it's hard.
It's not easy. You could not pay me enough money to go back to being like 14.
No. And you're finding like you maybe jump from different friend groups, but
it's just because I don't think you really know who you are yet, or what like the kind of friends that you want. No. If that makes sense.
And you're just finding like yourself and your likes.
It's an awkward age.
I would say like you kind of go about with people because
you think they're cool.
You just did. Like
that's but you do like at that age you kind of
you don't know any different really.
You're like you go be like oh they're popular like. It's not, that makes no difference, like at all. Like we don't have a big friend group, like at all, like, but it's very much quality over quantity for us. I would rather a select few friends that I know I could trust with anything than like just a bunch of like people that just agree with me for the sake of it. Just... I know,
because I don't know if we've had this question, but we get this a lot, like people just go, if you get any other pals.
Aye. Literally.
Well, that's because that other thinks it's just us, but like,
we do. Obviously, like we've both got uni pals, like we've both got work pals, like
we've got close pals.
We've got close friends. Like we've got another best friend, Beth, that she works full time, so we don't see her all the time. But
I think people just assume they just see you all like
we see us
all the time.
Together all the time.
Just used to.
No, but no, we've got other friends. Don't worry.
No, don't worry about us.
But we're just besties. That's all. We're just always together.
Yeah, we have friends.
Don't worry.
No. As if people are concerned. Is it just used to? Even if it was, we're fine.
We're happy.
We're having a good time. Why is it you dropping things in these videos?
It's literally when I'm on camera. As if a clumsy tune comes out. Stupid cow. So, Alana asked, Leah, if you could pick only 3 bridesmaids, who are they? So my maid of honour would 1000% be Cara. Like there's no shifting with that. Like that's just facts. And then I would definitely have Beth, and then I would definitely have Alana, Kathleen Ann. I would probably have Chelsea as well. Like I wouldn't just have 3, I would have 4 I think.
I like all in.
All together I would have 4.
I knew Alana just wanted to get that in there.
Who just wanted it? She wanted evidence that she's going to be my bridesmaid. Who would yours be?
Maid of honour. Chief. And then my big sister, but my big sister keeps saying she doesn't want to be a bridesmaid by the time she's 40. Well, Leanne will be Leanne's...
We'll bleep her age out.
My sister's in her 30s, so the time I get married, she probably won't be in her 30s anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't help that.
How in her 30s is she? Shut up. See my head, she's been 32 forever.
Oh my god, nearly fell off my plate there. I know, but she's not 32.
I know, but I just think she is 32
all the time. It would be my sister. Melissa.
Mel and
Hi
Beth. Mel, if you're watching. We miss you.
I will ask you, don't worry, this isn't me.
So this isn't a formal invitation, by the way. This is just so you know.
And Beth.
That's a good hen party. Anna also asked, you think your mother-in-law is off her rocker? That's to me. I love her dearly. She's...
That's you saying aye.
Kate, you're amazing.
It's in a loving way.
She's just fun. Like, she's just great fun. Yeah. But in a good way.
I think who isn't? And I love Chrissy.
She also said, are you and Cara the same person? No. No, we're not.
I mean, people will probably look at this and
I think there's definitely, see, considering we're not related, there's definitely similarities between
I like
us.
for friends.
Aye, because we're both short, we're both like petite.
We don't see anything alike.
No.
I mean, we're maybe like personalities.
Personality wise, we've obviously got so much in common, so we probably
bounce
do
off each other well.
seem like really similar, but
I think we just always think like,
you're Gengi.
aye, you're like chocolate brown.
You've
You've got green eyes, I've got
brown
brown.
eyes.
My full face is covered in freckles.
Mm.
You've got a tiny nose. Lips.
I don't have tiny lips.
No, I went, lips.
Oh, I thought you said tiny lips.
No, I went,
Someone said
why
that
would I
to
say
me.
that to you?
Someone said that to me once and I've never forgot it.
Fucking lying.
You're fucking lying, let me see.
Body shapes are different.
Aye, completely.
I think people just like there's similarities there. They don't necessarily think.
We're the carbon copy.
But people have asked we're twins before and I'm like, fuck off. You know that I wouldn't want her as a twin. Nobody could cope with us as twins.
No.
Like, your dad says that all the time. He's like, that's a good thing. You
He's
and
with siblings.
you were putting us to be pals, not
Not
siblings. Because they couldn't cope with us.
Your dad said he could.
Okay.
So we fucking so. Lana also said, not a question, but you girls are smashing your YouTube channel, my weekly highlight.
Oh,
Thank you
thanks,
so
Alana.
much, Alana. We love ya. Someone else as a question asked, where do you or would you like to see yourselves in 5 years' time?
I think someone asked me that as well.
We've
Aye, where do you both want to be in 10 years?
Definitely in like, if like we both have our own flats, we like our
Moved
partners, we'll have moved out,
Are we dogs?
we'll have dogs.
See, if it was 5 years, we would probably just be like a home, a little dog as our family, and a career.
Yeah.
10 years,
10 years.
we'll be 35.
Shut. That's stinking. I don't want age. Don't want to get old.
I have to brace myself a bit.
Cara, I don't know why you said that out loud.
Take a drink. I can't change the clock.
I wish we could. Stay like in our 20s.
I mean, we look young, so hopefully it'll stay that way.
I know.
But aye.
But apparently, see, by 25, you've got more old cells in your body than you do now. So you stop producing as many new cells.
So is that not a good thing or is that a good
Bad thing.
Cheers to that.
Here's to getting old.
But realistically, by 35,
I would
We want
I want
children.
babies. I would like to be married.
I'd like to be married.
I'd like
I don't think I'm necessarily bothered about like being engaged, then married, then children.
No, just
my life's gonna work out the way it'll
it'll work out whatever way it does. Like
I
I don't want kids just now. Like
No.
I'm not ready for that. I love kids, absolutely love them. I feel like I'm very like
Yeah.
motherly.
Aye.
Like I can't wait to have children, but
Aye.
I can wait if that makes sense.
I'm still too selfish.
Too
like,
selfish. We love.
There's nothing wrong with
We
that.
love just like our own time. Like we're just not ready for anything big
No.
like that yet.
I've got nieces and nephews and I love them dearly, but I can give them back.
Aye. See when they're crying. Here's your mummy.
Love you, and I love you to death. I know my sister's watching. I love your Waynes more than anything in this world.
Would
But my
literally
Waynes.
take a bullet for them. But we're not ready to have them full time.
No, but also saying that, I know that by a certain time, I would have wanted those things. Like by a certain age.
Aye.
Now, like I'm not rushing things, but I would say like by the time I'm 40, I would like to have like ticked things off.
Aye,
Do you know what I mean?
definitely.
Like imagine like 10 years looking back on this, and we would have like kids. These are looking great chicks.
These are a pair of MILFs, honey.
You eat that cake. So
I won't be saying that when my arse is actually the size of planet Earth.
hopefully I get pregnant, mine will grow.
Definitely holidays we love. Like we don't go out every weekend. We're not like our biggest outgoing is probably online shopping and acai bowls at this point. So
Yeah.
someone else asked, "What's your biggest regret?" And I said, I remember so mine's would probably be some relationship I once had or something.
That relationship. You'll know about.
It's not, do you know what it is though? It's not a regret,
No.
it's just something that like I wish I didn't have to go through it, if that makes sense. But
It's
I
maybe-
wouldn't be me if
No.
I didn't go through it. Like
You
I
could maybe
wouldn't-
say that the regret was you just didn't maybe think it off sooner.
Yeah, that's it. Because if I didn't like experience that and like then I wouldn't be me
No.
the now. And maybe like maybe we wouldn't be best friends, maybe I wouldn't be dating Martin, like
it's weird. I definitely, like, things happen for a reason.
They
I
definitely
genuinely
do.
believe that.
You grow like from everything in life, there's like a lesson to be learned, I
because
think.
I would definitely say I just regret just not giving a fuck, like,
sooner,
or like just being myself around, like, even friends. Like, you would just speak up for myself or like anything like that, but that's part of growing, and I know that's part of like
that's part of this you learn when you. Who's that?
My dad.
Hey Kevin.
You're sitting very close away.
It's a Monday. Oh no. Approaching 25, but I know it's Monday night.
I'm at my mum and dad's house. Drinking a glass of wine.
Oh fuck yeah.
Definitely just say that more, like, just not standing up for myself probably, but I regret that. But I also don't think I would be the person I am now. Because
definitely.
And I know everybody would say that.
That's how I think, like, everything that like has happened in the past, that's how now I'm very much like stand up for myself.
That's how we are now.
Because you go through shit.
And we also agreed that the thing we regret is just don't do this sooner.
We wish we had started our channel.
Like, again, why are we being afraid? Like, just do something you want
to
do.
You know what, like, see, regardless of what you do in life, someone is going to have a comment to say about it. Someone's going to have an opinion.
Not
like,
everybody likes us.
Not everybody likes.
We don't like everybody.
Everyone's going to have an opinion on you regardless of what you do, so you might as well make yourself happy. That's all that matters. But yeah, Victoria's Secret, if you're watching, honey. Got your jammies on, I'm repping.
I'm right messy. No, as well, I always think it would have been good doing it early. We would see each other growing.
Getting older.
Because, like, when you're young, like, when we were 19, we were like, oh, we don't look 19.
We looked 9. We didn't even look 19, we looked 16.
We look about 19 now.
Do
you know what I mean? So, like, it would have
Do you know what's really nice? We just really don't have ear wrinkles yet.
No. I refuse to. I mean, I have natural wrinkles in my head.
Maybe
my niece last week. I was fucking right. Maybe a little thingy. That was actually another question.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it if there's something that you really... You keep looking over there, you're right?
I think you're just doing something.
Oh.
I will say though, like, I feel like, see if you had asked me a year or two ago, I'd be like, aye.
I would have rhymed off so much
like, get rid
stuff
of
about
these.
myself.
See, kind of like, it's that way. I'm like, see, the older I get a boob job if, like, after I have children.
Once I have kids, to see if my boobs are ruined, I will get a boob job.
If I'm not happy, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, I want to change this.
I'm fine the way I am.
I'm fine, like...
I think probably when I move out, I'll probably get a bit of lip filler.
But she doesn't need it.
But just for my bottom lip, because my top lip's a lot bigger than my bottom.
But there's nothing wrong with it.
It's just brother. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I would just...
No.
Maybe...
Do you know the only thing I would say the two is we'll probably would say we would get, like, cosmetically done? It's our teeth.
Definitely.
And it really... And it's that way. I know it's something... See, anytime we film, loads of people go to me, both of your teeth are beautiful. And, like...
I hate, like, see, for people that are so smiley, we don't like our smiles.
Because people be like, how can you like it?
Always
and I'm
like,
I'm just kind of used to it now, but it doesn't mean that, like, I'm completely comfortable.
No, but no, like, if it was a few years ago, I would have rhymed off an absolute list of things that I would want to change about myself.
That's just growing, like...
And it's just, like... There's parts about yourself that, like, there's parts about me that I hated for years, and now that I'm, like, older, I'm like, really don't care.
How much did I used to go on and on about being so small chested?
You were like, I'm getting a boob job, like, I don't care.
But again, that was just me being a bit immature and just, like, not accepting yourself.
Like,
and see now, I love my little boobs.
They're lovely.
I do. I think they go well. I'm petite and I'm small.
They're the perfect thing for your frame. Like, they fit you perfectly.
So yeah, we both stay together unless I do need a boob job after I have children, and I'll say yes. But I would never ever ever get something done for the sake of it.
No, and I would always do my research before I done it. Like,
I think I would take a bit of offence if like an aesthetic, like, trained person came to me and was like, you really look like you would suit this.
Do you want this
I would be like,
I beg your pardon.
Excuse me? That would really, I would take offence to that.
That would, I don't think
anybody should be allowed.
I think that would chip away at my
Did you see that happened to Amelia Clark? I think you might have recently. And she showed her the door. And I was like, oh, good
Shelley.
I showed you the door.
No, who do people think they are? Try to tell you. Because I know a lot of like people on Instagram and stuff like that get offered, like big Instagram people get offered stuff like that. I would never take in like that for free, ever. I do think like things like this are a trend. 100%. And now people are starting to get their filler and all that dissolved. I would only ever want anything done and I would want it to look natural. I wouldn't want it to be this big massive change. It's just little subtle changes that like...
Do you know how I would kind of want it? You maybe get it done and then maybe we were doing videos like this and somebody's like, have you ever had work done? Like, and not to be like, and we would be like, aye. And we'd be like...
No, but I think I would be very, very open about it.
Aye.
Kylie Jenner's, is it a hairdresser? Is it Ariel? Got his body done. And it looks exactly like Kylie's.
Oh, I like that.
It's like, well, he's not got boobs, but he's got...
he's got all the curves in the right
places.
He's
all got the... It literally looks... So that's how... She tries to say she got that for child, like, having children, that figure.
I think that's
Liza Minnelli, honey.
Another one was a dream place to live. I'm happy with it.
I love Scotland. I love Scotland.
I mean, I don't want to stay in Coatbridge forever.
No.
It's a personal thing. Like,
no.
I had a great, growing up.
I've had a great life.
It's been great, like, and like, I feel like I had the childhood life.
Like we lived in a house and you had like...
We lived in a scheme.
Basically.
I feel like, That's how when we're like, we're the two most like...
We're very down, like not...
Down F.
Down A, that's sponsors.
Aye.
Die. I think definitely realistic dream place to live would be just Glasgow.
Aye, that would just be
I
just wouldn't, I don't know what it is. Do you know, like now people are like, I'd love to move abroad and things.
I would do it for a few months, but I would never settle there because I would miss my family.
It's just kind of that way. Do you ever go on holiday and you're like, can we go to my bed?
Aye, and do you know what it is? A Chinese takeaway is never the same abroad.
And I don't think people realise how good we've got it here.
Scotland's magic.
Free education.
Tap water's amazing.
You can drink from the tap.
And it's good.
And it's magic.
It's actually better than some bottled waters, I must say. Got loads of stuff. We're great.
So I'm
fine in Scotland.
Because we love travelling and things.
I love like going away, but I couldn't leave like my mum and my dad and my gran, my nanny and papa.
No.
Can you imagine?
I know.
And then imagine like one of us moved away. I would die.
What would we do?
I would go to an early grave.
I really think like if an opportunity come up, we would need to be like,
we're going together.
Do you want to move?
Are we going?
Do you and Chris want to move with my mum? I
love Scotland.
I do.
I'm proud
to be Scottish. Now people are like I'm proud to be Scottish.
Aye. That's your mum that's brought that into your head.
Aye. See if you could like, I've got a tartan carpet. I've got thistles.
This is a Scottish household, if I've ever seen one.
It's the ginger in us. An assumption you both want to propose to soon.
No. We love our partners, but I want to have like my own house and all that. I don't want to be engaged and live in separate houses with my boyfriend.
No.
I would like our own place.
No.
I would like
I mean in the next few years.
Within the next couple of years,
and
definitely.
I'd like to think that he's thought about it.
Aye. And they've both got great jobs, so a beautiful ring was definitely necessary, I feel.
Because I feel like it's one thing speaking about it with them and another thing them doing it off their own back.
Aye.
Not because we expect it.
Not because they're like, right, they'll want this.
Aye.
Like, you want them to want to...
Put a ring on it, like... You know
hands looking a bit...
That's how I always get excited. Like, imagine this goes well, right, and we do this for years, and then it would be wee segments, like...
You'd see your life, like...
You'd be so excited, and we would maybe be like wee secrets, and now I'd film something and I'd be like, but yeah, this is happening the night. So
Cara, don't, because it will literally be me snotters running down my face crying all the time.
I'd be like,
guys, it's a secret. But no, we're definitely not in a hurry to be engaged. My gran is like on my back about it, I won't lie.
God,
she'll be 87 and she's like, do
you know her reasons why, but like...
She's brutal, by the way. She's like, 7 years is a long time.
My dad would have a heart attack. I mean, my dad would already know because Christopher would be asking him first.
Oh, aye.
But my dad,
I know people say that's old fashioned, but personally I would want that.
I would want that. I was wanting to ask
not him. Be like, just be like, I would like to propose to Leah
like this is
what I would like to do, like
I just want to let you know.
I just wanted to give them a heads up.
But I would be honest, see if like Chris told you, you'll know, because like you'll help Chris.
Aye.
I think that's something you'll be able to keep.
Oh aye.
You would, because you would just be like, I know I can't. And like whenever I'm pregnant and like you can't tell anybody.
No.
You'll be good at it.
When it comes to the crunch, I'm good.
She is good, I'll give her a due. Like we've got a wee secret now and she's doing great.
I get dead proud of myself, I know. As if it's something to be proud of, being good at lying.
No, I get proud of you as well, him.
Stuff like that, it's like, if Chris were to tell me, that's like, I would never want to ruin that moment for you. No. And I would never ever forgive myself if I let anything slip. So I would literally, I'd probably avoid you for a wee while.
Aye, but you would need to make sure I had my nails and all that done.
No, so I don't. No, I wouldn't avoid you. I would just like not talk about anything like that. Not bring any big life subjects or anything.
We both have like little gut feelings when things are going to
happen. We've got like that gut intuition.
I think that's just an instinct, like when you know, and it's that way. It might be that way. I'm like, right, I know it's going to happen. I don't know when it's going to happen, but
I think that's nice. But like, cause I don't think I would necessarily want to be blindsided.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
I would kind of be like, right, I feel like this year it's going to happen.
Aye. I'd love to be surprised in the way it's done, but it's that whenever I'm like the anticipation, like, what be the day, what not be the day? Because like, do you see the video of Elle Darby and she's crying in the car and she's like, I just think Connor's going to propose and I don't know why. Like, I just have that feeling. That and I'm like, but that's because you just know.
It's like an intuition that you can tell.
Things like that get me excited. I don't want them
happy.
Now, but like that's,
I get happy thinking about it.
That's how sometimes I don't get scared of getting older, because I know there's still good things to come.
Aye, it's just more like,
just getting old. Done that one? Would you do an OnlyFans?
Aye.
Money. Would you ever consider a sugar daddy?
Aye.
I feel like Leah would say aye and get money for the both of us. Would you?
I just see if I didn't need to do anything, I just need to talk to them, have a wee conversation.
Aye. Even Martin would set it up.
Martin would be my manager. Favourite and least favourite thing about each other. So
we've kind of spoken about
this before. So my favourite thing about Cara is,
I know we're getting dead awkward too.
I know. My favourite thing about Cara is like there's never a time where we're together and like if there's something like wrong, I say it, she just knows exactly what to say.
Or
like,
not to say.
And not to say. Like,
I just know sometimes.
She just knows, like, I don't know, I think that's the thing about like our friendship is we
don't need to say anything.
You don't need to say anything sometimes, and that there's like
I think that's easier sometimes.
It's a lot easier, like it's not an effort trying to be friends, it's not like a constant work, it's like we just love each other. Like we're just like, and a big thing like I would say is maybe like a favourite thing of our friendship would be that we're always happy for each other. Like it's nothing's ever a competition. No. It's like we just want the best for each other, and that's quite rare in friendships,
especially when you're that close.
I would hate if I couldn't feel happy for like the people closest to me.
And I think that's one of the most sad things ever. If you cannot
definitely
be happy
for someone else. Like you're meant to be their person, like that roots for them.
Because I would say it in the sense that we're probably just agreeing. Me, like I'd say about you and Thingy, but I'd say as well like there's not like a judgmental bone in like your body. Do you know what I mean? But like I could literally come to you and you'd be like, Cara. Like see if it was bad, like Cara.
I'd laugh.
You'd laugh, right, what we're going to do.
We'll deal with it, don't worry. I don't know what my least favourite. I know what your least favourite thing about me is.
What?
About my like self.
But I would say you've grown.
I've got better, I think.
That's something that would have probably annoyed me more, but you've got better.
I've got better. I would say like the thing I would, if I could change about you, would be about you like still sometimes caring a lot about what people's like random people's opinions that just in passing
and like even I'll be like, oh, they're watching us do this, whereas I don't care.
She doesn't care, but she was like she just goes but like I can feel her getting uncomfortable, and I'm like, don't give them that power.
No.
Like you'll see them for 30 seconds.
See, she's learning. But yeah,
we're growing, we're woman.
And it's that way people maybe be like, oh, you're just saying that like you don't have stuff for your close pals. No, I would just say that we're close enough that nothing ever gets to that.
No, it would never be like, I hate that about them.
Because we're very truthful in the sense where if and it's not even as if like
nothing really.
Nothing noises.
No.
And maybe that's like...
someone asked if you've ever fell out. Fell out, but we've had a fight before.
Once in how many years?
7.
That's good.
And it was like, because it was my fault. But to be fair, we were both drunk.
Oh, I was in that way, I was that drunk where I'd reacted the way I shouldn't have reacted.
And then I reacted the way I shouldn't have reacted.
It was a very drunken
It was like
argument.
So we were like out and like some guy like called me fat or something, and I was like, oh my god, like, because I was so insecure. Like I was completely... It was like, and she was like, don't let it ruin your night, and you were getting angry with me.
No, do you know why I wasn't there? Mind, I never heard it.
Aye.
And you then started getting upset, and I was like, why are you upset? And you were like, did you not hear what he said to me? And I went, no, I didn't. Like, mind, it was that.
Aye, also it was.
Because
sorry, it was years ago.
Aye. But do you mind, that's how I was like, Leah, do you think if I had heard him, I would have let you speak?
Aye. And then you were like, I think you thought I meant like, why didn't you stick up for me? Which I didn't. But that's what, and then we were like,
you were cross.
It was like a cross.
And then do you know what it was like? It was if we were getting drunk and no matter what I was saying to Leah, she was just crying and was going, you're not listening, you're not listening. I was going, is she going to fucking listen to me? It was more like that.
Do you know what the two is? They had our like, I'm right heads on.
Aye.
And we were like,
just were like, you're wrong,
I'm right.
Aye. And we got a Chinese and none of us could eat it. Because we were like, I went and ran a bath and sat in the bath crying because I was like, I've just shouted at her. We were at a premiere and I ran a bath and like 2 in the morning and cried in it, and I phoned Chris and I was like, I've just been horrible to Leah. And Leah was obviously in the room phoning Matt, and I was like, and then it was just that we never spoke about it. I mean, that's how I think we were both mortified the next
so
day.
embarrassed.
We never ever and we were with my auntie, and my auntie like
was like, girls
was like, what? Don't like
the nobody's ever seen it.
Nobody
right,
like ever. And we never spoke about it until we were drunk last year at Summer Mind, and Ryan Chelsea was like, I mean, you have never fought, hadn't you? And we were like, oh, we have. Because we swore we'd never talk about it.
No,
just
we were like, do you know what?
It brings back that memory.
We don't like fighting. We hate confrontation as well.
So just even thinking about that now,
it gives me swirly bellies.
Oh, I don't like it. Makes me feel sick.
I just don't. It's not nice. That's
you all want to know if we fell out.
That's the tea, honey. We've had one fight.
But that's what we're saying. Things don't escalate enough.
No, they never escalate.
We can be very honest with each other to go.
We nip things in the bud.
Aye. Somebody had said, I really wish this one was like a but it's not. If somebody famous ever messaged you?
No.
I mean, we're just on 200 subscribers.
I don't even have 1,000 Instagram followers.
I always find that juicy, but see when YouTubers are like, can't answer that.
Tea? No. Be honest. No.
Clubs are open, you're going to be getting blackout drunk. Not clubs.
It's hard because like we'll be like when pubs and stuff reopen, we'll be about 25. We will be like kind of, I don't know when they're opening. I mean, when we go to pubs, it'll be probably about 25. And everyone in clubs will be like 18.
And it'll be people that have turned 18 and are now 19.
And we will be 7 years older than them.
We will.
I don't want to do that.
We will never go back to the club that we went to years ago. We don't want to try it again because... But people are like, you always have a great night in it. Me and Leah have had 2 nights in Sanctuary and they have been horrendous. And now it puts you off somewhere.
Do you know how that puts you off? My foot in it ever again.
No. And now people always go, no, you'll have a great night. See when you've had 2 bad experiences, but there's only one.
When was 2?
That was a bad night for us.
We had She's Communion the next day.
Do you know what? I really feel quite guilty about that now.
So do I. I feel a bit awful about it.
That I was that hungover at my nephew's communion. That's terrible. I mean, we went there, full face of makeup on.
I shamed like a leaf in the pew at chapel.
I thought Leah was actually crying. I cried in mass. I was like, Mum, I could see everywhere I was sitting. And she just kept looking at me going.
My mum was like, that's ridiculous.
I was sitting in your bath and everything.
Someone else said, got an online shopping addiction.
Of course.
Definitely. One said, you both have a fear of germs. my mum's an absolute clean freak, so I'm very aware of like...
You've got that feeling, Linda.
I'm definitely very... like, if this is terrible.
This was pre-COVID as well.
This was pre-COVID.
This wasn't just like
COVID
came about. And
I'm very much like my mum in that sense, but I'm allergic to like dust, so that's like a bit. I'm a bit. I don't really like. But we've always got hand sanitizers.
I just like being clean.
Assumption you are 4'10".
False. Rude.
I am 5'1" on the dot.
5 foot.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like see when I started uni and I would talk to the girls and they said something, and I think I said like, oh like I'm 5 foot or something, and they were like, what? And I was like, I'm 5 foot, and they were like, you look so tall in your photos, and I was like, photos do. It's deceiving, but I like to let people know because I don't want to get like meet people in person and they're like, God, you're small, because I get it all the time. Like I think people think it's funny when they're like, do you know how small you are? And I'm like, I've been with myself for 24 years, like, hello, but I just don't need you to tell me all the time how small I am. I know I can't reach the top shelf.
And what?
So they had said, there are certain people from your past that you can't believe you were friends with for so long. I would say there's people that are in your past that are no longer in your life now for a reason.
Definitely, like there's people like that definitely and there's definitely things I put up with when I was younger in friendships that I wouldn't put up with like at this age, but I wouldn't change the fact that all that happened because maybe we wouldn't be where we are.
Right.
No, and we don't hold like bear any bad grudges or anything with anyone. Like
I would never think, I wish I was never friends with them. No,
it happens for a reason.
That's life. Like
everything happens for a reason, and like I'm over it.
No,
I'm very much over it.
I would say now, like I don't have any bad blood to be like
anybody.
There was friends that maybe like I was friends with a few years ago, and I would never walk by them. Like still, I would never walk by anyone. They're still like lovely people. It's just life is different.
You change.
There just might be people that like I don't necessarily.
And that's not to say maybe people don't like. We don't not like anyone. Like.
But people might not like us.
People might not like us.
And we can't.
And that's fine. You can't.
I mean, a wee bit of that I don't like, but I need to just learn I can't.
Not everyone's going to like you. I don't like that, but...
Do you know, does everybody not want to be liked?
I think so.
I mean, I don't want to be like, oh my god, like me. But I think, see if I had to hear that somebody was like, I don't like you, I'd be like,
I would be like,
it would hurt me a little bit.
It would get my ego a wee bit.
That's just life. But no, I wouldn't say I regret it. Do I regret choices that I made?
Oh, aye.
100%. But that's just something that was part of my life.
That question.
I think that's how we should answer that one.
Politically.
In the nicest way. There's certain things I just don't have feelings about.
No. I regret not sticking up for myself.
Aye.
I regret like being a pushover.
Aye.
But I don't regret any friendships I've had, no.
No.
Next assumption, honey.
Chrissy's member. Rank the Kardashians from best to worst. He was only kidding on. But if you were going to least favourite, Kylie. Kendall. I keep calling her Kylie.
Kendall.
Kourtney.
No.
Kourtney annoys me now. I wouldn't have said her a while ago.
She used to be my favourite.
She used to be my absolute favourite.
I would say Kendall, Kourtney, Chloe, Kim, Kylie.
Do you all plan to get more tattoos?
Yes,
we do. Yes. We always say we wish we took you with us for the first one because that was a ball.
It was so fun.
We went to boozy brunch, we made a few calls, and 20 minutes later we were on the bed. That, I'm not kidding on, we were 24 and that was the most spontaneous thing we've ever done in our lives.
We came back from Edinburgh and my mum was like that. You sound like a pair of Hell's Angels around getting piercings and tattoos. What was she like? She couldn't believe it. My dad's covered in tattoos. He was like, yes.
Whereas my dad has none and has no intention to have any, and he was like, yous were fine the way yous were.
There's nothing wrong with yous, as if we're trying to fix them.
Kinda answered that one. Biggest difference between yourself now and your 18-year-old self? Growth.
Yeah. Self-love.
It's one of the best things, like, and that's not being cheesy. Just appreciate yourself, like.
I would definitely say caring less about what others think. Us at 18 couldn't do this.
100% no.
Could not have done this.
No.
Not being so critical on yourself. We're terrible. We're not saying like we don't do any of this now, like
no.
That's not the case whatsoever, but
we're still bad.
We still do it, but we're like,
I think we acknowledge it more, but so before you say it.
Aye. A good thing I seen was like never say like things to yourself that you wouldn't say to your best friend. So like now I'm always like, oh, like I look like this. I would never ever say that to you.
Aye.
Ever.
That's a good way to look at it.
So like, why would you be so mean about yourself?
That's even like, not that like we're these pure empowering girls and like take away what we're saying, but see if you are younger watching this, like it's hard. Like
it's not easy.
It is hard.
It's not.
But
you still get days and you're like, oh shit today.
But we can guarantee, see the girls that are like posting, we do it, like I'll maybe post a picture and I don't feel great, like
no.
Maybe I'll be like, I look quite nice in that, and like people say all these nice things, and it's that way you're like, how can maybe some strangers say things about me in a nice way and you can't say it about yourself? Like, see, just tell yourself nice things, nice things a day. I think that's a nice thing to do.
Wake up every morning and say 3 things you love about yourself.
That's not you being big-headed.
It's not. It's
like
grateful
to yourself.
It's a process of trying not to be so hard on yourself. And that's not us saying like we are the most confident human beings on this planet. We are not at all. We are nervous wrecks.
No one is. Like, we were watching RuPaul last week and Anne Hathaway was on it and she had hives everywhere. All
she was so nervous.
She's like agate nervous, speaking in public.
She's Anne Hathaway.
Do you know what I mean?
She's a national treasure.
And she was picked 9th for The Devil Wears Prada. 9th. Oh well, that was kind of what we answered. Like, you're comfortable in your own skin, you want a little nit and tuck. We're comfortable to an extent.
Aye. Yes. Everyone's got stuff about themselves they don't like. Nobody in this,
still growing.
Nobody in this, on this earth is like,
no,
I'm perfect. No. Blah blah. Because no one's perfect. No. We've all got flaws.
That's what's not great about social media.
Aye. It's just fake. And I think that's something that we want to be really real with, like on our videos and stuff, is that like I would never want to mislead someone and make them like paint out this perfect life and like this I'm perfect, I look perfect all the time, blah blah. That is not.
See, when we get those little like the wee odd photos, it's hard because we're so uncomfortable. Take everything. We post stuff online that isn't 100% accurate. Like,
I actually posted the other week a wee photo and my scarf was in it and I felt dead proud of myself.
What's that story? See, like, it's just not as, I don't even think about it now.
I had surgery when I was like 15 and I've got a scar on my stomach. One thing about myself when I was young, like I couldn't accept, like I thought it made me like undesirable. That age as well, like you're just so like...
Appearance is everything at that age.
And see now, it's so sad because I would much rather hang about with someone that was funny, charismatic, a nice person than like even remotely care about what they look like. It's not about that. Everyone's got a beautiful quality in them and I'm a very firm believer in that. Assumption is negative comments don't affect you.
Of course they would. I personally would never go out my way
to be mean to someone.
Hurtful. Like, you can have an opinion, why not just keep it to yourself?
See,
like,
if it's not... Did your mother never tell you if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all?
And I know that's one of the oldest things, but if you don't,
shut up. Imagine type out.
I know, that's what I mean. Like, I would be more sad that I'm like, you thought you had the time to sit there and go, do you know what, I'm going to say this to her online. Or like, just be nasty because I want to. Well, what does give you the right?
We just rated the Kardashians, but I just mean like we rated. It was not like we hate Kendall. She's just not our favourite.
No, it's just
one.
like least.
I would never go out my way to hurt someone's feelings, especially if it's a stranger online. No, unnecessary. No. Not cool. And anyone that's watching and they don't go on our Instagrams, that's where we post a lot about our videos and stuff, so our links are below if anyone wants to follow so that they can give us suggestions or anything like that. Thanks so much for anyone that's watched, and if there's anything you want to see, just let us know and we will see you soon. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.